Wall Street Journal reporting that Facebook uncovered emails that appear to show that Mark Zuckerberg, his connection appear to show that he was aware of potentially problematic privacy practices at the company. Now, we've reached out to Facebook for comment. We have not heard back yet. You do see Facebook shares now trading down over 2.5%. But this report, which is rather lengthy, indicates that the company has unearthed these emails in the process of responding to this federal privacy investigation, and that they have raised concerns about whether these emails would be harmful to Facebook, at least from a PR standpoint, if these emails were to become public. So this is, of course, in the midst of a number of investigations into Facebook by the FTC, both for their potential violations of their consent decree with the FTC, and also the potential for the FTC to also be investigating Facebook from an antitrust perspective. But this really is right now centering on the Cambridge Analytica scandal and how that sparked a broader set of concerns about Facebook's privacy practices. But as we stand right now, Facebook is in the process of negotiating with the FTC and is expected to settle for between $3 billion and $5 billion. And this Wall Street Journal investigation points to the concerns that these emails would indicate that Zuckerberg was not as oblivious to what was going on as he may have indicated before. Back over to you.
All right, Julia, thank you very much. Julia Borston with that report out of Dow Jones. We got Morgan Brandon and Mike Santoli back at the NYSE. Mike, I just want to toss this one to you really quickly, because we know this settlement and the pursuit of it has been fraught with the FTC and Facebook. And a lot of guests have come on the show and said what's going to matter is evidence, for lack of a better word, that shows up versus, in leaks or discovery. This is a piece of that.
It is absolutely a piece of that, Carl. And I do think it shows to some degree how fragile the conviction is that Facebook is past these issues, or at least has them kind of walled off, because the stock has not really been able to perform and sort of embrace this idea that they have a handle on these things. And so the ongoingness of these issues and the fact that this gives, perfectly good clearance for, I guess, the pressure to remain on, pressing for tougher settlements or practices down the road. And of course, who knows, pressure on Mark Zuckerberg himself in the job. And I think that's all kind of feeding into what's already, I think, a very apprehensive Wall Street when it comes to these business models.
We're going to go back to Julia Borston now for some more detail as well. Julia.
Morgan, that's right. Now, we have reached out to Facebook for comment, but it is worth noting Facebook's response to the Wall Street Journal that is quoted in this story. Facebook saying that Facebook and its executives, including Mark, at all times strive to comply with all applicable law, and at no point did Mark or any other Facebook employee knowingly violate the company's obligations under the FTC consent order. They also say they have fully cooperated with the FTC's investigation and provided tens of thousands of documents, emails, and fines, saying they're continuing to work with them and to bring this matter to an appropriate resolution. Of course, it has been expected that the fine and the settlement of between $3 and $5 billion would have already been reached. So a lot of questions about why that hasn't yet happened. But Zuckerberg himself has said that he wished he had focused on user privacy and made that his primary focus earlier. But the question now is whether some of these internal emails show more of a gray area. Back over to you.